happened in the past few days. From Lee Soo Man leaving SM Entertainment, Lucas seemingly shading haters, and ONEUS member being accused of cheating, we have a lot on our plate today. To start off on a good note, EXO Chen's fans have been over the moon these past few days because Chen announced something really exciting. On October 10th of 2022, Chen shared that he would be coming out with new music really soon. Chen's third mini album is titled Last Scene, and the release is planned for October 31st of 2022. The album will also contain 6 tracks in total. Last Scene is actually Chen's first solo album in over 3 years, so it's understandable that his fans are so excited. It's also been 2 years since Chen released any song, and he hasn't returned to the music industry since he got discharged from the military. On a more serious note, Shinhwa's Hyesung did something that seriously upset his fans. On October 11th of 2022, Seoul Songpa police arrested Hyesung after they discovered him sleeping inside of a stolen vehicle. According to reports, Hyesung refused to go through with a breathalyzer test. Hyesung's agency, LiveWorks Company, then stepped forward and confirmed that he was actually driving under the influence. Their statement said, "On October 10th at approximately 11 p.m., Hyesung set out after a gathering with acquaintances. Hyesung, who consumed alcohol during the gathering, then began driving home. On his way home, Hyesung stopped his vehicle on the road and fell asleep." The statement also clarified that Hyesung was given a set of keys from the valet parking attendant, so he had no idea the car he was driving wasn't actually his own. That was quickly proven to be false. The evidence submitted by the restaurant showed that Hyesung drove away in a stranger's vehicle on his own, and there was no parking attendant at the time Hyesung left. Based on the evidence police obtained, Hyesung initially hired a driver to drive the car, but the hired driver was dropped off at a convenience store, and Hyesung then took control of the vehicle. Surveillance footage of Hyesung on the day of the incident was released. It showed Hyesung visiting a convenience store he visited while drunk before he got behind the steering wheel. In the footage, Hyesung is seen walking into the store without a mask and with a cigarette in his mouth. After seeing the footage, many netizens were shocked to see Hyesung's behavior, and a lot of people agree that they've never seen someone try to smoke inside a convenience store. One comment said, "Why can't he just live an ordinary life? Is it that hard? He can just maintain his name and live quietly." Many people sided with the cashier, as it must have been really frustrating to deal with someone in a state like that. Not only is Hyesung facing charges regarding his DUI and the fact he stole someone's car, he messed up pretty bad in netizens' eyes as well. Street Man Fighter is a popular show among netizens, but recently one of the contestants has been caught up in a controversy. The leader of the dance group We Dem Boys, Vata, was accused of plagiarizing and copying the choreography for Jiko's Street Man Fighter song New Thing from AT's Say My Name. One of the choreographers for Say My Name even spoke up about this controversy and shared that he too believes Vata has copied some of the moves from AT's choreography. On October 14th, Vata released a statement regarding this issue through his Instagram account. The beginning of the statement read, "Regarding the controversy, when I first heard the music, I immediately thought of the wilderness, so I mimicked a scene of a character appearing on a motorcycle or a horse and created this move for the intro." Vata then proceeded to further describe his thought process behind the choreography, stating that the intention behind the dance he choreographed is entirely different from the one that it was being compared to. Vata wrote, "As one who loves the culture of dance, I believe that it is formidable to respect fellow artists and choreographers in the field. However, I do not think this is the case right now, which I find unfortunate." Quickly after Vata released his side of the story, netizens began sharing their opinion on the issue. Most of them felt very skeptical of how Vata handled the controversy and his claims. One netizen commented, "Wow, there is some serious underlying hostility in his words. He basically just threw the original choreographer who spoke up about the issue under the bus." A netizen pointed out the derogatory tone in his words and that his statement seemed passive-aggressive. Another netizen commented, "I don't understand his logic at all. If the intention is different, then it's not plagiarism. What a sorry excuse." People also pointed out that if the intention was different and that if there was nothing wrong with this issue, one of the original choreographers wouldn't personally speak up about it. Not only that, but another choreographer spoke on the issue. This time, it was Choi Jong-yoon, who was also a contestant on Street Man Fighter, and he expressed that he believes there was no copying done. In his lengthy statement, he writes, "In my opinion, the legwork that is included in the New Thing move is a widely known, widely used basic move that is a variation of the moonwalk, and any dancer or choreographer would know of its frequent use. Thus, it is my personal view that there was no copying involved. There is no right or wrong, but both sides should be respected." In the comments under the post, people expressed that he's brave to speak up knowing that he will receive backlash from the fans. It's been a rough week in the K-pop world this time because the news just keeps getting worse and worse. On October 14th, ONEUS member Ravn came under fire for quote-unquote begging his fans for specific and very expensive gifts. One netizen decided to compile all the messages Ravn sent to his fans on Bubble and claimed claimed that Ravn has been asking for expensive things for quite some time now. It began with Ravn asking about park benches with inscriptions in them. A Twitter user also shared, "Other than that, Ravn asked through Bubble how much it is to inscribe his name on the Seoul Forest park bench and said that he was too lazy to research, so he was asking there." Ravn would often express how much he wanted some specific item and would also send pictures of the things he wanted. What many found surprising was that Ravn would also send the exact size and the color he was looking for. In another instance, Ravn complained about not being able to get a special item that was given out at an offline store on September 30th. On top of all this, Ravn often shared with his fans that his phone was getting really old and would speak in a nuance that he hoped his fans would purchase him a new phone. Those who had Ravn's bubble would often have to listen to Ravn ask them for luxury brand clothing, and he would even send them the exact stores where to buy it. Ravn was called shameless by his friends, but that wasn't the worst of it all. Just a few hours later, Ravn was accused of cheating and gaslighting his alleged girlfriends. An anonymous person on Twitter shared a long post of an individual who claimed to be Ravn's former girlfriend. According to her, who is believed to be Japanese, she was cheated on and gaslit by the idol. Among those, there were other more disturbing things Ravn was accused of. The alleged ex-girlfriend shared that the first time they met was in Japan in 2020. She accused Ravn of getting her drunk until she blacked out, and allegedly, Ravn was planning to take advantage of her while she was unconscious. Apparently, when Ravn came to see her, he was caught by staff members and his managers, and she had to hide in a small closet for an hour. She claimed that they stayed in touch during the peak of the COVID pandemic, but that she knew he was already talking to another girl he also met in 2020. The alleged girlfriend also provided a few pictures and videos to prove that she was indeed in contact with him. Ravn's agency RBW released a vague statement in which they claimed that they're currently checking the facts. This statement was released on October 15th. Wavy's Lucas has been on a hiatus for a long time, but from time to time he updates his fans through his Instagram account. On October 14th, Lucas updated his Instagram story by posting a screenshot of a song. The song he was listening to was Shallow by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, and while many people were thrilled to see Lucas active on social media, some thought that there might be a little secret message behind the post. Lucas has been dealing with a lot of haters ever since he got caught up in his gaslighting scandal. Even though it's been months since it happened, some haters just can't seem to get enough. It's all a speculation, but it's possible that Lucas knows about the hate he often gets, and this is simply a clapback at the people who don't like him. It's quite clever to call your hater shallow by posting a song of the same name. Jessi has been going through a lot during the European leg of her tour. At her concert in Paris, Jessi shared she actually got conned while she was on tour. Right from the start, Jessi was very emotional about the whole thing and admitted that she thought about canceling the show in Paris because of the man who has been ruining the whole European tour. Jessi shocked everyone by saying that the night before the show, she was stranded until 6 a.m. because it was impossible to get a hotel at that time. Jessi had to also book her own hotel and cover other fees like public transport tickets. She also had troubles eating, and overall her mental health was really bad. But when Jessi thought of her fans, she ultimately decided to pull through and give her best performance despite being betrayed like that. Fans have been vocal about the unprofessional tour manager for quite some time now. Hopefully Jessi can get through this. The last news for this week is of SM Entertainment ending their contract with Lee Soo Man's music production company Like Planning. On October 14th of 2022, board of directors from SM Entertainment announced that they would terminate the production license contract with Like Planning at the end of this year, which is earlier than originally scheduled. The reason for it is that SM Entertainment is said to have outsourced production to Like Planning. Millions of dollars in royalties were also paid to the production company every year. Despite their ties being cut off, Lee Soo Man will still remain SM Entertainment's largest shareholder with 18.73%. It's unknown what the next steps of SM as an agency are, but Soo Man's impact on K-pop cannot be denied. Make sure to share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye!